apparently there was this washing machine I could have used this whole time, so got some clothes actually wash, which is good. And there was detergent too, so should be the cleanest I've been the whole time. Guys, I'm slowly chipping away at random stuff, you know. Got the laundry done. Filled out some work. I got my credit card onto Google Wallet. Had to VPN through my friend's home network. So that's the solution to that. If you run into the same issue, if you have to get a new phone in a new country like me, yeah, you have to connect in through their network. Using a VPN regularly does not seem to work easily, at least. But a private one seems to be the ticket. On top of that, just kind of been putzing around on the computer. Haven't even watched a movie. So, yeah, I'm just kind of sitting dormantly, which isn't the worst thing, but at the same time, I have the time to do productive stuff. I'm just not like capitalizing. So the job applications will probably happen. They'll need to happen tomorrow. I'm going to do some family calls for Thanksgiving and call for another friend too. And then I'm also considering starting an Obsidian tonight, which people kind of describe as like a note-taking app or like a second brain. I think I understand a little bit more, but I think because I'm really confused or trying to understand some things about my life, I think it could be a good tool that I can use to understand and answer some of the questions I keep having that I already answer, but I feel like I have to keep answering. So if I can put it in a more concrete online place and have links drawn together between my different ideas and what I want to do with my job and my life, then that could end up being helpful. And it won't replace Notion as a to-do list, but it'll replace it as a space for ideas, which I do have ideas written down on Notion, but I don't really use it outside of my to-do list. So that could be something I dive into here. On top of that, the sales job got back to me and they were like, oh yeah, do you want to interview tomorrow or the day after? And they replied to be on Indeed. And I was like, oh, sorry, I accepted another opportunity. I was like, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to get up to Liverpool in that amount of time and come out at short notice for this volunteering place. And I would have to like go up tomorrow and like get a spot and, pack some, Thai clothing and stuff. And they sprung it on me, and I also felt when I got it, I was like, ew, I don't want to do that. It was almost a turn off of like how they accepted me. It almost felt more like this is more of a, that was like almost too easy kind of a thing. Like, oh, they're just going to hire anyone to do this sales thing. And I bet it's like a crummy high turnover job. Maybe that's not the case. Either way, I wouldn't have been prepared for it, and I'm sure I could have asked to interview at a different point, but I feel like now I've just set myself up to be like, okay, whatever job I'm going to have, it's going to start at February now at the soonest, or I guess January if I want to cut short the Manchester volunteering, and just say, okay, let's shoot for a future thing that will have housing. I don't know. I'm going to Obsidian it in journal and connect some thought processes here in a little bit, but I think there's so many things I've been thinking about but haven't, or like when I put it in concrete detail, it was in my notebook and I haven't been opening that up, which I suppose I could open that up, but I like digital things. So We'll see if that's just another thing that'll toil away as a distraction, or if it could be helpful long term and act as my second brain. But I mean, we're on the phone front, we're kind of back up and running to 100%, and it's raining, and I'm glad I got to give my clothes a proper wash, give my jeans a full wash here, and I've just been hand washing everything, which is maybe gross, just using a bar of soap in the sink in the room, but hey, gets the job done. And I'll see, I'm a big cheapskate, so if I can do it at home, I will, especially because it's not like I'm making money otherwise. So if I'm unemployed currently, I might as well do that because I'm making money by saving money. That's how I think of it. And obviously, I could be applying to jobs in the meantime and blah blah blah. I get it. I'm just doing path of least resistance by doing something that requires effort that could easily. I don't want to hear it. It's just what I do. So, yeah, gotta get a lot of these thoughts out of my head onto something else, and then that I just need to apply. As I've been saying, I'm not very hopeful that the rain's going to be stopping for my big long walk here. If it is raining like it was the other bit when I did my walk to the rock, I'm not doing a 30-mile hike around the coast. It's just going to be trudging through mud the entire time, and it'll look mostly the same. So I can live in a world that doesn't have to happen. That's fine. I'm sure I'll be going to the coast in the future, but for now, I'll save myself the effort, and I can just have a peaceful weekend here. And yeah. Okay, stayed up late here, writing stuff and researching and thinking and downloading some music, and I got more drips. I don't really understand these ones. They're just kind of coming out of nowhere on the ceiling. These ones I get, at least maybe they're coming from the attic area, but I'm just letting them fall into the towel, and then got a bowl here and the old pot. So we'll see what things are in the morning, but it's been pretty relentlessly rainy. All right. We did a deep clean of the kitchen today. That was fun. Did a lot of mopping and scrubbing and wiping stuff down. And I made the rest of the chicken for, I guess not, Thanksgiving is still tomorrow. But I made this because I didn't have any other food. So awesome. And maybe I should have saved some chicken for tomorrow. But, I can always go get more food later. And I went on a run today too. So, productive little things. Today is the day of all days that I need to apply to stuff. And I was just looking at how to get to the other hostel, and I need to book a bus to get there. Snow Transit goes in there directly, like public transit. So I need to find a special bus, but that bus doesn't run on Sundays, and that was the day that I was going to go and leave. So I'm going to call tomorrow with the people who work there and see if I can arrive a day early or go a day later, and see if I can stay a day additionally here. So a few things to kind of check on for the transition. And then on their website, they said that they don't have Wi-Fi, but I swear in the email they said they had Wi-Fi. So maybe they have like staff Wi-Fi only, and then from there, it's kind of your problem otherwise. And there aren't any like grocery stores within walking distance there. So I'm gonna have to go get some groceries before I get picked up by the bus to go over. So yeah.